Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So, yes, yeah, Hare Krishna devotee. So today we are going to start the Bhakti Yoga chapters, the chapter 7. Till now, chapter 6, we have studied about the Karma Yoga mostly. Okay. From now, we are going to discuss the Bhakti Yoga sections. Okay. So let's start today's session. The chapter name you can see is Gyan Vigyan Yoga. Okay. So Gyan Vigyan Yoga. So let's start. Om Agyana Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder Acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances unto his lotus feet, so that due to his mercy, or beg for his mercy, so that his teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply and understand in our life. Okay. So let's summarize the chapters we have learned till now quickly. So faith is required. In first chapter, we have read that faith is required to understand this Gita, then observing the army, then 5 reasons for Arjuna for not fighting. Second chapter, the Gita Saramsa, importance of the Guru, 3 phases of realization of Lord Krishna is giving the knowledge about the body of soul and the karma related to the dharma related to body and soul. Okay. Then self-realized soul, Atmaram part we have seen. Okay. Third chapter, Karma Yoga, which is better? Karma is better or renunciation is better? So Krishna says action is better than the renunciation. Then we have seen the yoga ladders. Okay. The Karma Yoga is there. Better than that is the Gyan Yoga. Better than that is the Dhyan Yoga. And best is the Bhakti Yoga. That we have seen. Fourth part, glorification of Jnana. Okay. The position of Krishna, the transcendental position of Krishna, that we have read. And then process of transcendental knowledge. Tad vidhi pranipatena, pariprasnena, and sevya. So 3 things is there. Same confusion, action, renunciation is better. That is finally clarified in 5th chapter, Karma Sannyas Yoga. Which is better? Action is always better than the renunciation of work. Okay. Both are good. But Krishna says action and devotion is better than the renunciation. Okay. 2 words we have seen, Falgu Vairagya and Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya means when the person is engaged in worldly affairs, but he is doing it for Krishna, that is called Yukta Vairagya. Then we have seen how to purify body, mind of senses without any desire, the 5th chapter. Then last chapter, we have seen the 6th chapter, the Dhyan Yoga. So in Dhyan Yoga, we have seen mind as our friend or enemy. We have seen one example of how to engage the mind. Okay. So if you are not engaging the mind, then one jinn example we have seen. Okay. So if you are not engaging the mind, if you are engaging the mind correctly, then mind is your best friend. If you are not, then mind is your greatest enemy. If you are controlling the mind is your best friend. If you are not able to do that, then mind is your greatest enemy. Then second part, Ashtanga Yoga, we have seen 8 fold of yoga. We have seen the first was Yam. Yam means do's, what we should. The Yam means we should do. Okay. Niyam means what we should not do. Niyam, Yam, Niyam. Then comes the asan, how to sit. Okay, where to sit. So in a straight line. Head, neck, and body should be in straight line. Eyes should be watching at the tip of the nose. Okay, the kushagra should be there. Above that, deer skin should be there. Okay, like that we have seen. It should not be too high, too low. So that was asana. Then pranayam, controlling of the breathing. Okay, in ingoing air, outgoing air, we should control that. So that is the pranayam. Then comes the pratyahar. Pratyahar means withdrawal of all the senses. Okay, senses should not be engaged outward. So that is called pratyahar. Then dhyan, dharana, samadhi. Okay, so dharana means concentration, and dhyan means meditative absorption, and samadhi in full absorption. Okay, so that is called the Ashtanga Yoga or 8 limbs. Okay, then Arjuna say, Chanchala hi mana Krishna. Mani is very chanchala. I won't be able to do that. Okay, maybe it is possible for some other person, but it's not possible for me. Then Krishna says, okay, yes, obviously this is very difficult to control the mind, but it is possible by the suitable practice and the vairagya. So Abhyas and Vairagya, there were two things which can control the mind. Okay, so mind can be controlled. Krishna says mind can be controlled by the Abhyas and Vairagya. Abhyas, what is the suitable practice in this Kali Yuga? Suitable practice in the chanting of the holy name. Okay, so that we have seen. And Vairagya means detachment. So then we came to know that what the success or failure. If see, the Dhyan Yoga is not very easy, it is very difficult. So if a person fails, then what will happen? So Krishna gives two things. Okay, two examples. So if he fails after a short period, then what will happen? If he fails after doing short practice of yoga, then he will go to the higher planet. He will enjoy the heavenly pleasures. Then he will come back again to this earth, and he will take birth among the family of a rich aristocratic family people. Okay, or if he fails after long practice, then directly he will come and join the take birth among the family of transcendentalists or the devotees. Okay, so that is the success or failure part. Last part, the yogi. Who is the best among the yogi? The person who is engaged in loving devotional service of the Lord is the best of the yogi. Okay, bhajate mam. So that is the best of the yogi. So last sloka, Krishna tells that bhakti yoga is best, and then Krishna is going to describe about that process, the bhakti yoga process. Okay, so we'll see that. So we are starting chapter number 7, knowledge of the absolute. Okay, Gyan Vigyan Yoga. So hearing from him. So we'll start with the hearing from him. What is the importance of hearing from him? Okay, there are many sources of acquiring the knowledge. And what is the importance of hearing directly from Krishna? Then everywhere, how we can see him everywhere. Okay, then accept or reject. Few people will be accepting Krishna, few people will be rejecting Krishna. So who are those people who will accept and who are those who will reject Krishna? And the last part we'll see about the demigods, why the people worship the demigod. Okay, so that is the knowledge of the absolute. So let's dive into the class chapter today, hearing from him. Okay. So Sri Bhagwan Vacha Maya Shaktamana Partha Yogam Yanjam Madashrayah Ashamshayam Samagramma Yatha Gyan Yashi Chakrinu Takshinu means now hear from me. Takshinu, hear from me. So Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So Krishna is going to describe. So in last sloka, Krishna says that Bhakti Yoga is best. And now Krishna is saying, now here, O son of Pritha, how by practicing that yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. How you can know me? Okay, so the last sloka, Krishna says Bhakti Yoga is best, and this sloka, Krishna is saying, now hear from me how you can practice this Bhakti Yoga. Okay, so that is what Krishna is saying, and that is what Krishna is going to explain. The important word here in this sloka is Takshinu. Now here. Okay, now here. So let's see what is the importance, why that word is important. So actually, there are 3 ways of acquiring knowledge or understand God. To understand God, there are three ways. Okay, how we can understand God or how we can acquire the knowledge. So there are three ways. One is called Prataksha Praman, second is called Anuman Praman, and third is called Shabda Praman. So let's try to understand one by one all the three. So first is called Prataksha Praman, direct sense perception. So we have five senses. Okay. So eye, nose, ear, skin, and tongue. So these are the five senses. So we can acquire the knowledge through the senses. These are called Jnana Indriya. We can acquire Jnana from the outside environment. Okay. So direct sense perception. But the thing is, the knowledge which we acquire through these senses are not perfect. Okay. It can be it can be we can be deluded through this direct direct senses. Any sense of ours is not perfect. Okay, you take example of eyes. Can we see bacteria, small bacteria? Okay, earlier when microscope was not devised, people, they do not believe that bacteria can be there because they were not able to see. So even a small thing which is there, the bacteria is very big as compared to the Atman, Paramatma and everything. Okay, so even for a small thing, a microscope was needed, and before that, people were actually not believing that bacteria can be there. Okay, so that is the thing. The thing is, our senses has limitations. Okay, we cannot see beyond some some distance, or we cannot see beyond some. We cannot see. There are wavelength of light. Okay, so visible range is there. In visible range only we can see. Other than that, we cannot see ultraviolet ray, infrared ray. We cannot see in that range. Okay, so in visible range only we can see smaller thing. A certain thing we cannot see up to a certain distance only we can see. So actually you see anything which is there in our senses, that is not perfect. Ears up to certain decibel we can hear, above that we cannot hear, below that we cannot hear. Okay, so the thing is, our senses has limitation. We cannot see God through these senses. So that is, Prataksha Praman is not a absolute or a not a good source to understand God or acquire the knowledge about God. Prataksha Praman. Okay, second thing which we use to acquire the knowledge is Anuman Praman, or the theories based on the evidences. So there will be evidences, there will be direct perception, and based on that, people used to make theory. People used to make theory. Okay, like if I am hearing some sound from my another room. Okay, so like two people are fighting, like that sound is coming. So I can make theory that okay, some sound is coming. They are like look like they are fighting. Okay, but actually that is also not a perfect source. If I go there, maybe the two people are not there and they are not fighting. Maybe some movie is going on there. Okay, maybe something else. So the thing is, theory is also based on the evidences of direct perception. Theories are also not perfect source. Anuman Praman is also not a perfect source. Okay, and to know about God, these two sources are not perfect. So what is the perfect source? What is the perfect source of the knowledge for understanding the Lord? The third is Shabda Praman. Shabda Praman, that is hearing from bona fide authority. Hearing from bona fide authority. Like Krishna is there. He is the creator of all the world, and when he is speaking, then he is considered to be a bona fide source. And when we hear from him, that is the called Shabda Praman. Okay, like if I ask you who is your father, okay, or you are searching for the answer who is your father. Okay, you are asking everyone. You are trying to do scientific test. Okay, directly sense perception, you cannot understand who is your father. Theories theories based on the evidences, or what you can do is you can go to every person, you can get his DNA and you can test your DNA with that person. You can see who is your father. So you will end up running over all the human, all the males of the society, all the males of this earth or universe, and then you can find, or you will waste so much money, so much time and everything. A simple question by a mother, that who is my father, can give you the answer. And the mother is considered to be Shabda Praman, or the bona fide authority in this case. So if she says, okay, this is your father, then we'll consider that person as our father. Simple as that. Okay. Shabda Praman, hearing from bona fide authority. Okay, then Actually, if we try to search the Lord, time, money, everything will waste. We won't be able to understand with our senses. Okay, that is the thing. And when Shabd Praman is there, a bona fide authority is there. And when he is saying, we can understand, we can believe in that, we can understand. So that thing is, Shabd Praman is the most perfect source to understand God. Okay, here authority, bona fide. Are these lines parallel? These are line parallels. Actually, these are parallel lines, but we are not able to perceive because something this is called optical illusion. Okay, our eyes can be illusioned. So actually, these all lines are parallel, but we are not able to perceive that these are parallel. They looks like something something zigzag lines. Okay, so actually these are parallel lines. So this is called optical illusion. So with this eye, we cannot understand Krishna. Bona fide source is saying, then we can understand. So that is the importance of word takshinu. When Krishna is saying directly, we can take that as authorized source. Okay, otherwise we won't be able to understand about Krishna. No way we cannot. No way that we can understand about Krishna. When Krishna says, then we can understand about Krishna. Okay, so you see there is famous example when we used to read in our childhood. There were 6 people, and they tried to. There are 6 blind people. They were trying to describe the elephant. So everyone is touching the different part of the elephant, and they are describing the elephant as different thing. This person is touching the tusk. He is thinking that this elephant is like an arrow. This person is thinking elephant is like snake. This person is thinking elephant is like axe. This person is thinking like elephant is like a rope. This person is thinking elephant is like a tree. And this person is thinking elephant is like a wall. Okay. So every person is thinking differently. That's why I told you that our senses is not perfect. And based on the senses, they are making the theory, and that is also not perfect. So both the sources are not perfect. For even for the material explanation, what to tell about the spiritual explanation about the Lord. Okay, so that is the thing. We as a conditioned soul, we have 4 defects. We suffer from the 4 defects. Every living entity suffer from the 4 defects. What are the 4 defects? First is to commit mistakes. We tend to commit mistakes. Okay, even the greatest of the greatest person you see in the human history, they can commit mistake. They will commit mistake. In India, there Mahatma Gandhi, so many mistakes he has committed. Lastly, he was killed by gunshot. Okay, or you take any person, he will commit mistake. Okay, because to commit mistake is it is called, to commit mistake is humanness. Okay, because it is there in the humanness. So every person knows that human will commit mistakes. Okay, so commit mistakes. To commit mistake is the quality of the conditioned soul. Okay, and when we commit mistakes, okay, then the second is to become illusioned. Okay, it is easy for us to become illusion. Like, see this, our senses can be illusion. Last example we have seen that illusion, it is very easy to our senses to become illusion. Okay, third, our senses are not perfect. Our senses are not perfect. We are seeing the sun daily from the childhood, daily. Yet, if we try to understand the sun through our senses, then we'll end up that sun is a small ball-like substance, ball like a thing. Okay, but sun is actually bigger, very bigger than this earth also. Okay, so that is the thing. Daily we are seeing, still we are in illusion. So that is called imperfect senses. Our senses are not perfect. We cannot depend on our senses. Okay. Fourth, to cheat others. We have the tendency to cheat others. A person may be a fool, number one, but he will show off to other person that he is very nice, very intelligent person. Okay, he may be something else from inside, and he will show the other person that he is something else. So that is the tendency to cheat others. Because the person has tendency to commit mistakes, he has tendency to cheat others also, because he will commit mistake and he will cover up, and that covering up will lead to cheating others, to cheat others. So these are the 4 defects every person is suffering from, every conditioned soul is suffering from: to commit mistake, to become illusioned, imperfect senses, and to cheat others. So these are the 4 defects every person or human or conditioned soul is suffering from. That's why the knowledge acquired from the direct senses and theories based on the direct senses are not perfect about the Lord. Okay. Then how to gain the perfect knowledge? Okay. Jnanam te aham savijnanam idam bhakshyami aseshataha yajgyatva neha bhuyo anya gyatavam avasishyate. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, nothing further shall remain to you known. Okay. Jnanam and Vijnanam, that is nominal and phenomenal knowledge. Numinous and phenomenal knowledge. The knowledge which is the theoretical knowledge, and the knowledge which is the applied knowledge. Gyan is the theoretical knowledge, and Vigyan is you see the chapter name. Gyan is the theoretical knowledge. Vigyan is the applied knowledge. Okay, the knowledge which we apply in our life. So that is called Vigyan. So Gyan, Vigyan. So both I am going to declare the Gyan as well as Vigyan to you. Okay, so that is the thing. And if you know this knowledge, there won't be anything further than that to know. Okay, so many knowledges are there in this world. You see, there's so many scientific knowledge, so many physics, chemistry, bio, or so many commerce, so many researches are going on daily. So many volumes of books and books and books are there. Okay, but the thing is, there is one knowledge. If you now know that knowledge, there is nothing further to be known. If you know that knowledge, being known that there is nothing shall further for you to know. Krishna says there is no truth beyond me. There is no truth superior to me. Krishna is the final truth to be the known. Okay. And how to know that truth? Krishna is declaring. We cannot know through our senses. We cannot know through our theories based on the senses. Okay. When Krishna declares that, we can know. Okay. So that is the thing. So if we know that knowledge, there is nothing further remains to be known. Okay. That is the final knowledge we could get. Okay. Because Krishna says, I am the cause of all the cause. Sarva karana karanam. Whatever cause is there in this earth, I am the cause of all that cause. Final cause is Krishna. Brahmaji is saying, Govindam Adi Purusham Tam Ham Bhajami. Adi Purusham, you are the oldest of all the Purusa. No one is older than you. Everyone comes from you. That is what Brahmaji says. Okay. Now Krishna is starting about process about declaring who will know about Krishna, who can know about Krishna. So you see, very nice sloka, and very nicely Krishna is describing 7.3 sloka. You see, Manushya nam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Manushya nam sahasreshu, thousands of men. Manushya nam, out of thousands of men. Kaschid yatati siddhaye. Siddhi means perfection. Kaschid means only few. Yatati means endeavoring. They're trying. So only few are endeavoring, or few are trying for siddhi or perfection. So many thousands of men. Out of those thousands of men, only few will be there who will be trying for perfection. What is the perfection? To attain the supreme. What are the ways to attain perfection? So 4 yogas we have seen. Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Dhyana yoga, Bhakti yoga. So out of many people, only few will be there who will be trying to understand the Lord, who will be trying to endeavor for the perfection through the Jnana yoga, Bhakti yoga, Dhyana yoga, and the Karma yoga. But yatatam api siddhanam, even those who attain the perfection, yatatam api siddhanam, those who have attained the perfection, Kaschin mam veti tattvata. Kaschin means only few. Mam means me. Veti means to know. Tattvata is truth. So only few will be knowing me in the truth. Okay, so that is the position of Krishna. Out of thousands of this population, only few people will be there who will be trying to attain perfection, who will be trying to attain the Lord. And those who have attained the Lord, only few will be there who will be knowing Krishna in truth. Okay. So that is very difficult actually. Out of many thousands among the men, one may endeavor for perfection, and out of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in the truth. Okay. So it is like a race of marathon. Out of so many people, only 100 or 150 or 200 will try to run in the race. And out of those, only few will be able to complete. Others won't be able to complete also. And those who completed, only few will be able to come as 1, 2, and first, second, and third. So it is like that. Okay. So that is the thing. Out of many, many. So that is the thing. So when we attend the classes, when we even come to this Krishna consciousness, when we hear about Krishna, when we read about Bhagavad Gita, actually we are very fortunate people. Out of many, many thousands people, actually we are reading Bhagavad Gita. Manushyanam Sahasresu. Out of thousands people, one may endeavor for perfection, one may try for perfection. Okay. So that is the thing. That is the thing. So hearing from him was the hearing from him. Second part, Krishna is elaborating more. That is how we can see him everywhere. Okay. So let's see, very nicely Krishna describe how can we see and understand Krishna. So let's see, when Krishna is describing about himself, what Krishna is telling about himself. Very nice sloka, this also 7.4 sloka about the material energy. Okay. Bhumir apo nalo vayuh khammana buddhir evacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtada. This bhinna prakriti is there, or the separated material energy, or this material energy. So this material, Krishna is speaking about this material energy. This all the things which we see in this universe, all the things are material. So Krishna is speaking about that, how this is made. So you see, Bhumir apo nalo vayu khammana buddhir evacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtada. So these 8 things, ashtada. Ashtada means these 8 things are making my bhinna prakriti, or separated energy. What are these 8 things? Earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These are called Panch Mahabhut. Panch Mahabhut are the gross elements. And then 3 are the mind, intelligence, and false ego. These are called subtle elements. So one is called gross element and subtle element. And these 8 are making the separated material energy. All the material energy which we see in our environment, that is made by the 8 things. Ether is the blank space, or you can say blank space is there now. This universe, there is blank space also. So that is called ether. Okay. So you see, 5 elements are gross, 3 elements are the subtle element. So it is very nicely depicted. Our body is made of 8 elements. So how our body is made of 8 elements? So the gross body is there. The gross body is this body which you see, my body, which you can see. This is made of 5 things: earth, water, air, fire, and ether. But I have subtle body also. Subtle body, Shukshma Sharir, that is called Shukshma Sharir. The Shukshma Sharir or subtle body is made of the 3 things, subtle elements, that is mind, intelligence, and false ego. Mind, intelligence, and ego, these are making the subtle body of mind. Okay, so 2 body I have. One is called gross body by Panch Mahabhut, or the gross elements, and subtle body made by the 3 subtle elements. Okay, and inside that there is soul. Okay, soul is there, is spiritual body. So the thing is, we have these 2 bodies. So it is also represented here. Ego, mind, and intelligence, these are the subtle body. You can see subtle body is there, and earth, water, fire, air, and ether, these are the gross body here. And these are the covering of the souls. These are covering the souls. Okay, so covering of the souls, these are the souls covering. So these are the 8 elements. All these elements, material energy, where from it is coming from? This is coming from Krishna. These 8 constitute my separated material energy. So these are actually energy from Krishna, and these are called material energy, separated energy. Okay, so these are separated from Krishna, and they are making material energy. Okay, so these are the material. Actually, the source of material energy is Krishna then. Okay. Then Krishna, second sloka, Krishna describes that was the material energy. Everything which is seen in the material, that is Krishna's energy. Now about the jiva, or the living entity. So what Krishna is saying? Apareyam itastab anyam prakritim vidime param jiva bhutam mahabaho ya yedam dharyate jagat. Beside these, O mighty Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind which comprises the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. So Krishna told in the last sloka that everything material coming from me. Then next sloka, Krishna is saying, even the jiva, They are also coming from me. Okay. So the mighty Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mine. So Jiva is called superior energy. The material energy is called inferior energy or separated energy. And Jiva is called superior energy of mind, which comprises the living entity who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. Two things are there. One is called superior energy, one is called inferior energy. Inferior energy is all the material substances which are separated from separated energy. And one is called superior energy of Krishna, that are the Jiva, the soul. So you see, in this world, only two things are there. Actually, three things are there. Okay. So only three things are there. Let's understand. So what are the three things? One is called the material things. The things which is material, this body, this computer, this room, this earth, everything which is there, this is material. Where is the Jiva? Jiva is inside the body. Okay. So the Jiva is there. The living entity or the soul is there. Okay. So that is the living thing only. So actually all the body, everything is dead in this material world. Everything is dead. Only living thing is there, which is called the soul or the Jiva, which is there. Okay. And another thing is called super soul. So every body is having soul as well as super soul. Both is there. Okay. So only three things are there in this world. So the super soul is there, and two things are there: soul and the material energy, soul and material things. And you see, everything is part of parcel of Krishna only. So actually, everything comes from Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. These material things are part and parcel of Krishna. When we understand this fact, we can actually see Krishna everywhere. Okay, because everything is part of energy of Krishna only. So that is the way Krishna is describing how we can see Krishna everywhere, because Krishna is there in everyone. Krishna is there and everything is part and parcel of Krishna energy only. Okay. So that is the thing. That is the way we can understand that Krishna is everywhere. So that is the thing what Krishna says, that I am the source of everything. Now, how Krishna maintains everything. Okay. So this sloka also very nice. So Krishna says, Matta parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mati sarvam idam proktam sutre manigana iva. So many big planets are there in this universe. How these planets are floating in the space? There is nothing seems to be connecting all the planets, but still the planets are floating in the space. How? So Krishna says for that, Sutre mani gana eva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. No truth superior to me. Very boldly Krishna is saying, there is no truth superior to me. Nothing further than me to be known. There is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me. Everything depends upon me. I am the maintainer of everything. How? As pearls are strung on a thread. So there will be a thread and pearls will be there strung on the thread to make a mala. Okay. So person may not able to see the thread. Okay. But the thread is the invisible part which is maintaining all the pearls on the place. Okay, so that is the thing. We won't be able to see the thread, but it is the thread only which is maintaining the pearls as a mala. Okay, so that is the thing. So you see, Krishna is that thread which is maintaining all the pearls in that place. That big planetary system. How they are maintaining the place? How they are floating in the space? Who is maintaining all those things? Who is controlling all those things? Who is controlling these material elements? Krishna. Okay, so Krishna says, I am maintaining them just like a pearl. It may be invisible to us, but it's the most important element. Okay, so that is the thing. Krishna is the maintainer. One more sloka. Raso aham apsu kanteya prabhashmi shashi suryayoho pranavah sarva vedeshu shabda ke parusham nishu. O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water. I am the taste of water, the light in the sun and the moon, and the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in the ether and ability in men. Ability in man in Krishna. Sound in the ether is Krishna. Taste of the water is Krishna. Light of sun and the moon is coming from Krishna. Syllable Om in the Vedic mantra is Krishna. Actually, you see, everything represents Krishna, and Krishna is just telling about these things so that we can understand that how we can see Krishna everywhere. So Krishna gives many examples in many different sloka from 8 to 11 number sloka. So let's review this in a form of table. Okay. So we have seen that he is taste in the water, he is light in the sun and moon, he is Om in the Vedic mantra, he is sound in the ether, in the ability in the man. Further, he says, is the fragrance of the earth fragrance. He is the heat of the fire. So essential element of the fire is heat, and Krishna represents that heat. He is the life of all that lives. So actually, Krishna is the life of all which are living. Okay. Krishna is the penance of all the Aztecs. Krishna is the original seed of all the existence. From where all the existence is coming from where all the existence or the jiva is coming from. Krishna says the jivas are my superior energy. And Krishna is the original seed giver, original the final seed giver from which everyone is coming. So Krishna is the original father of every living entity, not only humans, not only any other thing, every living entity. Okay. Krishna is the intelligence of all the intelligent people. So Krishna gives intelligence to that intelligent people. Krishna is the prowess of all the powerful man. Krishna is the power in all the powerful man. Krishna is the strength of the strong people. Okay. Then one last point. Krishna is the sex life, not contrary to religious principle. People may see, people may say, or they think that the spiritual life means sex life cannot be compatible with the spiritual life. Okay, they may think like that, but the thing is, Krishna says, I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principle, means sex life which is under the marriage. Okay, under the ceremony or the of the marriage. Okay, so that is called sex life, not contrary to religious principle. So that is the thing, how we can see Krishna everywhere. Krishna gives many examples. Know that all state of living, be they in goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. So the three words has come: goodness, passion, ignorance. Actually, these are Sattvagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. We'll see these things in chapter number 14 in details. But these three are called modes of nature, or Prakriti, Guna of the Prakriti, Gun of the Prakriti. And these are part of the Prakriti, the Maya. Okay. So know that all the state of living, be they in goodness, passion, ignorance, are manifested by my energy. That is my energies, Maya Devi or this Prakriti. Okay. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am everything. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am not dependent on anything. I am not under the mode of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me. These three modes of the material nature, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun, they are under me. I am the creator of all of them. I am not under them. So I am not under the Maya. The people are there which are under the Maya. I am not under the Maya because I have created the Maya. This Maya is my energy. So this is what Krishna is saying. So everywhere. So how we can see him everywhere. Now we are going to see accept or reject. Deluded by the three modes, Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun, that is goodness, passion, ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So under the Maya, under the three modes, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun, people are not able to know about Krishna. Hare Krishna, Alka Mataji. Can you make me host? Suddenly my connection was lost, and Alka Mataji has become host. Hare Krishna Mataji, Alka Mataji, can you make me host?
Prabhuji, I think you can reclaim host because I don't think you're audible to Alka.
No, there won't be option. When there is host, there won't be an option to become a host. When there is another host, the thing is can be done is we can stop the meeting.
There is only admin and rename here.
Yes, Mataji.
Cannot
Hare
see
Krishna,
that.
can you make me host? Accidentally you became host, Mataji. Can you make me host?
I don't know how it has to be done.
You need to click on the participants, then click on my name and click on make host. Click on the participants, click on my name and then make host. You are on mobile or computer, Mataji?
I am on system computer.
Computer?
Yes.
Click on the participants below.
Yes.
And then click on my name or the 3 dots over the my name. And then click on make host.
Your name is not there.
Yes, Mataji?
Your name is not coming there.
Now, my name is, I'll raise the hand so that my name comes. Is it there, Mataji? In the participants, it will be the first name. Is it there?
Yes.
Yes, click on the 3 dots and click on make host. Click on the 3 dots, Mataji, and click on make host.
Yes, I am doing, but it is not changing.
Yes, Mataji, what problem you're facing?
If it is not changing, I am clicking on the host.
You click on make host and then the option will come.
No one, everyone, and host. I am clicking on the host.
Click make host or make co-host, anything.
Yes. It is not changing. I don't know why. I am clicking.
It's not there?
No, it is there. It is there. I am clicking on host. So there is one right tick is also there, but it is not changing in your name. Still, it is showing me.
Okay,
as
so
host.
click on, no, click on my name, Mataji.
click on participants, then my name. If you click on my name, there will be an option to make host. Is there?
I think now
Okay, that's enough, no problem. So we are having chapter number 7. These things we have seen. So let's move. So till this we have seen. So now the third part, that is accept or reject, we are seeing. Okay. So deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am the above the modes and inexhaustible. So Krishna is actually above the modes. Krishna has created the modes. That's why Krishna is not under this. So till this we have seen. So now Arjuna is thinking, how do we overcome this illusion? Illusion or this Maya. How do we overcome this Maya? Okay, so Krishna gives the answer. Take my shelter. Very simple. Okay, Krishna is the master of the Maya. Okay, and when we take shelter of Krishna, Maya won't be affecting us. Okay, so like that. So if you see this picture on your right hand side, this person who is drowning like in the ocean. Other person who is also drowning cannot save the person. So any person who is drowning cannot save the person. So the thing is, the drowning person cannot save the drowning person. Okay, who can save? The person who is above the water can save. So every person is under the Maya. Who can save us? Only the person who is above the Maya. And Krishna says, I am above the Maya. Okay, so that is what Krishna says. Krishna says, Devi he ishagunamai mama maya durataya mama eva ye prapaddante mayam etam tarantite. This divine energy of mine, Devi eva ishagunamai. So this Maya is my energy, and that is divine energy. So this divine energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature. The Maya consists of three modes, Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun. So this divine energy of mine, consisting of three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But it can be overcome. Who can overcome? But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So this Maya is very difficult to handle. This Maya is very difficult to overcome. Who will be able to overcome this Maya? The person who is taking shelter of Krishna can overcome this Maya, because Krishna is above the Maya. Krishna says this, I am not under the Maya, I am the creator of Maya and above the Maya. Okay, so person who is already dying, already drowning in the water cannot save the other person who is drowning. Okay, only person who is above the water can save that person. So the thing is, take shelter of Krishna and Krishna can save us from the Maya. So that is the thing what Krishna is saying. It is very difficult to overcome the Maya because this Maya is also Krishna's energy. Okay. So let's see now 4 kinds of people who will accept Krishna and 4 kinds of people who will reject Krishna. Okay. So let's try to understand this concept. 4 kinds of people who do not surrender to Krishna. They won't surrender to Krishna. So who are those 4 kinds of people? Namam duskritano mooda prapaddante naradhamaha mayaya prihata jnana ashurim bhavam ashritaha. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among the mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion and who partakes of the aesthetic nature of demons, do not surrender to me. 4 people who do not surrender. First is called Moodha. Second is called the Naradhama, and third is called Mayaya Prita Jnana. Fourth is called Asurim Bhava. So who are those 4 people? These are 4 people. So 4 kinds of people who do not surrender. Mudha. Mudha is the foolish people. Grossly foolish, hard-working ass. You will find many people in the society. Full day they are working, morning to evening they are working, running here and there, here and there, here and there. For what? For money. Okay. So the grossly hard-working ass like working. Okay. So morning to evening they are working. No time for self-realization. Those people, they won't be able to surrender to Krishna. Naradama. Uncivilized people considered lowest among the mankind. Uncivilized, very uncivilized people, lowest among the mankind people, they won't be able to surrender. Third is misled intellectuals of the society. Mayaya Prihita Jnana. Very jnani people are there, very knowledgeable people are there, but the knowledge is limited to the material world only the Maya world only. This material world is called Maya Nagari. Okay, and their knowledge is just limited to the Maya Nagari. They may be very scholarly, but their knowledge is limited to the Maya only, the limited to the body only, or this material, but nothing more than that. So these are called misled intellectual of the society. They also won't be able to surrender to Krishna. And the fourth is Asurim Bhavam Ashrita, the demoniac nature people, the people's nature, which is a kind of demoniac nature. Okay, atheistic people. Okay, so that is the atheistic demoniac nature people. Asurim Bhavam Ashrita. So these are the 4 types of people who won't be able to surrender to Krishna. Now Krishna also describes 4 kinds of people who will be able to surrender to Krishna. So who are those people? Chaturvidha bhajante mam jnana janah sukritano arjuna artho jigyasurartharthi jnani cha bharata sabha. O best among the Bharata, 4 kinds of pious men begins to render devotional service unto me. The distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for the knowledge of the absolute. 4 kinds of people. One is called distress, the person who is in distress, artho. Okay. Second is called desire of wealth, artharthi, the person who is seeking wealth, that person. Third is called inquisitive, the jigyasu people, they are searching for the knowledge, or searching for the absolute. And fourth is called jnani people, they know who is supreme and they are searching. Okay, they are knowing. So jnani people, so they are searching for the inquisitive, they are searching. The jigyasu, who am I, who is Lord, they are searching. They will also be able to surrender. And fourth is the jnani, who knows that Krishna is supreme, or they are searching for the God. Okay, so 4 kinds of people. These are the 4 kinds of people. Arth, artharthi, jigyasu, and jnani. Distress, artharthi means desire of wealth, jigyasu, the curious people, and fourth is jnani, who is in search of knowledge. These are the 4 people. But there is one more important point is there. You see, I will come to previous slide. It said 4 kinds of pious men. The word is pious men, begins to render devotional service to. So all these 4 things are there, and 5th quality should be there. The person should be pious. If there is no piety in the person and he is in distress, okay, he will start drinking alcohol. He won't be able to go to Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. So piety is very important. The person should be pious. The person should be living a pure life. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the most important point. 4 kinds of pious people. If they suffer through distress or the desire of wealth, or they are inquisitive, or they are searching for the knowledge, they will come to Krishna. They will surrender to Krishna. This is what Krishna is saying. 4 types of people who surrender to Krishna: Arth, Artharthi, Jigyasu, and Jnani. Okay. These are the examples. I'll tell you examples in the last. But who is best among these 4? Who is best among these 4? So Krishna says, of these, the one who is in full knowledge, Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Vishishyate Priyayo Hi Jnanino Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priyaha. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. The one who is in knowledge, the Jnani, the 4th one, the Jnani, after attaining the Jnana, what he is doing, and who is always engaged in pure devotional service. After attaining the Jnana, he is becoming a Bhakta. Okay, who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged. After that, what he will do is engaged. Okay, So who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. The jnani who become a devotee is the best. Okay, this is what Krishna is saying. Full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is best. Why? For I am very dear to him and he is very dear to me. He is very dear to Krishna and Krishna is very dear to him. That's why the jnani who is becoming bhakta is best. Best among the men is this person. Okay. But pure devotional service is very rare. That type of persons are very rare. You see, this sloka very nicely describes that. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapaddate Vasudeva Sarvam iti sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Sudurlabha. That Mahatma is very durlabha. Bahunam janmanam ante. Bahunam, after taking many birth and death, or janmanam ante. Okay. But janmanam ante. After taking many birth and death, Bahunam janmanam ante. Jnanavan mam prapaddate. Jnanavan prapaddate means surrender. Jnanavan means jnani. Jnani will surrender. So after taking many birth, the person will understand that who am I and he will finally surrender to me. So the jnani also will take many birth to become surrendered to Krishna, and that jnani is also very durlabha, sudurlabha. So after many births and that one who is actually knowledge surrenders to me, knowing me to be the cause of all the causes, and that all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Okay, so that is what Krishna is saying. The last part, that is the demigods parts. Let's see the demigods part. What about the devatas such as Brahma and Shiva? Okay, what about those? So Arjuna is asking, why doesn't everyone take shelter of Krishna? Those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires, who are materially so much desirous, lusty, surrenders unto demigods and follow a particular rules and regulation of worship according to their own nature. Okay, so whatever natures they have, whatever Tamogun, Satogun, Rajogun, we'll see in the 17th chapter about the division of the faith. In that, we'll see that even the person who is in mode of Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun, they will worship the different types of things. Okay, so thing is that. So according to their modes, whether they are in Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun, those intelligence who has been stolen by material desires, who are too much materially attached, materially lusty, surrenders unto demigods and follow particular rules and regulations of worship. Okay, so why doesn't everyone take shelter of Krishna? Due to material desires. Intelligence is lost. What is the meaning of intelligence lost? If we are considering ourselves only material body only, or the material body, that we are this body, that is not the intelligence. That is called intelligence is lost. Our intelligence comes when we consider ourselves something superior than the body, something which is not this material, something which is spiritual, something that is Atma. Okay, so that is called intelligence is lost. So why we worship the demigods, or why doesn't we take shelter of Krishna? Due to material desires, intelligence is lost, and they look for quick results. Okay, quick results. 7.20. Now 7.21. Even a person who is surrendered to the demigods, how Krishna helps them? So Krishna helps them also. How? 7.21. I am in everyone's heart as a super soul. So with soul, super soul is there, and that is Krishna only. As soon as one desires to worship some demigods, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. So when a person tries to worship a demigod, Krishna actually make their faith strong so that at least they can surrender to Krishna. And when their faith develops more, they can finally come to Krishna. Okay, so that is what Krishna says, that even a person who is trying to worship the demigod, Krishna facilitate. Okay, that so that he can devote himself to the particular deity. So how Krishna facilitates? By instilling faith in the person for worshipping the demigods and empowering the demigods. What is the meaning of empowering the demigods? Is explained in the next sloka. Okay, 7.22. Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigods and obtains his desire. When he worships the particular demigods, the demigod gives him benediction, and so that his material desire is fulfilled. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. So I am empowering the demigods to give the benediction. Okay, but in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. I alone is giving the benediction through these demigods. Okay, so whenever a person try to worship a demigod, I instill faith in that person so that he can worship the particular deity, particular demigods, and after worshipping, he get the material result that is actually coming from me only. Okay, so this is what Krishna says. So what is the problem in approaching the demigods? Because demigod cannot give benediction without the permission of Supreme Lord. Without permission of Supreme Lord, they also cannot give. So, but in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone, by Krishna alone. These benefits are given. Why doesn't everybody take shelter of Krishna? So you see, I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent people. Krishna never manifests to them. Why? For them, I am covered by my eternal potency. Eternal potency means Maya. And therefore, they do not know me that I am unborn and infallible. So for them, I cover myself with the Maya. So when they see, they think like Krishna is also a normal person only. His body is also like us only. He is also a normal person. So Krishna covers himself by Maya for the unintelligent and foolish people. 7.26. Oh Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that is yet to happen. I also know all living entity, but no one knows me. Okay, past, present, future, everything is known to Krishna. Okay, he knows everything, and he knows about every living entity, but no one knows him because he is the source of everyone. Okay. But what is the understanding of pure devotee? How pure devotee understanding? Okay. So those in full consciousness of me, who knows me, the Supreme Lord, to be the governing principle of the material manifestation, and the demigod, and all the method of sacrifices, can understand and know me, Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death. Little bit complicated. Slow. This sloka is a little bit complicated. So many terms are there, like Supreme Lord, governing principle of material manifestations. Okay, even at the time of death, knowing about Krishna. So this this sloka, Arjuna wants to elaborate. Okay, and based on this sloka, Krishna will ask next chapter. Krishna will ask 8 questions based on this sloka 7.30. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so that was the thing. One slide we have left. We'll go to that slide and we'll see. So that was the end of that sloka 7.30, and that is very important sloka. Based on that, next chapter will start, chapter number 8. We have left one slide, very important slide. So let's discuss this slide. So 4 types of people are there who surrender to Krishna: Arth, Artharthi, Jnani, and Jigyasu. Okay. We'll start it and so the 4 types of people are there who surrender to Krishna. So okay, I'll give you the example and ask you only which example it is fitting in, whether it is fitting in Arth or the distressed person. Artharthi means the person with desire of wealth, Jigyasu, who is searching for the knowledge, and Jnani, who is already who already know the truth and is searching for the Lord. Okay, so these are the who is surrendering to Lord. So these are the 4 examples. I'll give you the example and I'll ask you. Okay, so first example, you see there is one elephant and there is crocodile. Okay, so the elephant name is Gajendra Maharaj. So Gajendra Maharaj is a great devotee. In previous life, he was a devotee of Lord. Okay, then he fall down and he taken birth as an elephant. Okay, and he was a king of the elephant. He was very powerful elephant on the land. Once he was drinking water on a pond or the river, and there was a crocodile in the river, and crocodile seized the leg of the elephant. You see the crocodile is seizing the elephant of the elephant leg, and there is there is fight. Now there is fight between the elephant and the crocodile, the Gajendra Maharaj and the crocodile. Okay, and that fight was going for through years and years, and nothing, no result was coming out because both of them, Gajendra Maharaj obviously was very powerful on the land, but On the water, the crocodile is more powerful. Okay. Just like that, we as a spiritual being, we are very we are very powerful or surrendered to Lord in the spiritual world. But when we come to this material world, this material world, Maya is more stronger here. Okay, so that is the thing. So the fight was going on between the Gajendra Maharaj and the crocodile, and then in the distress condition, the Gajendra Maharaj remembered the Lord Vishnu. Okay, and immediately after remembering the Lord Vishnu, the next moment Lord Vishnu appeared in the Garud. You can see the Lord Vishnu is appearing in the Garud. Okay, and when he saw Gajendra Maharaj saw the Lord Vishnu is coming, he plucked one lotus flower and offered to Lord. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. So he offered the flower to the Lord. Okay, so that is the story of Gajendra Maharaj. Then both the crocodile and elephant were delivered by the Lord. So that is the story. So now, question from my side: which example? So this is the example of which type of people? Arth, Arthati, Jnani, Jigyasu. Distress, desire of wealth, or the inquisitive, or the Jnani. Which type of example? Pragni Mata is saying distressed. Okay. Any other answer? Anyone who want to answer? Any other answers? Okay. So the answer is distressed and faith, Jnani, distressed, the last one, Jnani, earth, Jnani. No, I'm asking about the first one, which story I told you. The story which I told you. Which example is this? Arth, Arthati, Jnani, Jigyasu. This is the example of distress, earth. Okay, so I didn't understood the question. I'm telling you the story and I'm asking the question, which out of 4 types on which this one is fitting. Okay, so Gajendra Maharaj was in distress. Okay, then he surrendered to the Lord. So the answer is distress. Second example already you know. Okay, Draupadi is there and Chirana is going on and she surrendered to Lord Krishna. Okay, so can you tell me which example? Which out of 4, which example? Arth, Arthati, Jnani, Jigyasu. Which example? So the answer coming is distressed. Arth, okay, everyone is correct. So the distress, that is the distress condition. So Draupadi is in distress condition, he is remembering Lord, that is in distress condition. So third example is the example of Vyasadev is there and his wife is there, and Parikshit Maharaj or the Sukadev Goswami is there inside the womb of his mother. Okay, and he's not coming out of the womb only. Okay, because you know that outside there is Maya, so he was very fearful condition that when he comes out to this material world, then Maya will cover him. Okay, he will be under the influence of the Maya, because this everything is there outside material world is under the Maya, so he will be covered by the Maya. So that was his fear, and he was not coming out only. So Lord Krishna himself come to Vyasadeva and convince Sukadeva Goswami that this Maya won't be able to touch you, please come out. Okay, then Sukadeva Goswami came out. So what is the example? This one. Yes, the example of Jnani. Okay. Yeah. The fourth example, you see, there is Sukadeva Goswami is sitting, he is giving the knowledge of Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. Many other Rishi Munis are there. So the Parikshit Maharaj was going to die. So when Takshaknad or snake bird is going to come in 7 days and he's going to bite Parishit Maharaj, and Parishit Maharaj is searching how can I perfect my life. He was a great devotee of Lord. He was saved by the Lord when he was in the womb from the Brahmastra. Okay, so he was searching how can I perfect my life, how can I perfect my life. Then he met Sukadeva Goswami, and Sukadeva Goswami told that you should hear about the glorification of Lord, and then Sukadeva Goswami started speaking about the Bhagavatam, and the conversation becomes the Bhagavatam, the living Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. So Sukadeva Goswami is giving the Bhagavatam class to the Parishit Maharaj, and Parishit Maharaj continuously for 7 days, 7 nights, continuously, no eating, no sleeping, nothing, just hearing the stories of Bhagavatam. Which example? What do you think? Sukadeva Goswami, Parishit Maharaj is which example? Jigyasu? Yes, Jigyasu. Fourth example, Dhruva Maharaj. The story is actually very nice, Dhruva Maharaj. Okay, so Dhruva Maharaj, you want to hear? Actually, it is 8:15. So I will tell you the story of Dhruva Maharaj later. Okay, so Dhruva Maharaj was searching for a kingdom which is greater than his grandfather. Actually, the grandfather is Brahma only. So a kingdom greater than Brahma. Okay, he was searching for a kingdom greater than Brahma, and he was 4-year-old child. So he went to the jungle and he started doing the sadhana, that is Ashtanga Yoga, and he achieved the perfection. He achieved the Lord perfection. He met Lord there. Okay, so that is the thing. He met. Actually, the story is very nice. I will tell you the story sometime later when we'll have time. Today we don't have time, so we won't discuss the story. So, which example you think the Dhruva Maharaj is? Shubhrato Prabhuji is correct. Artharthi. Okay, he is searching for the kingdom greater than his grandfather. He wants Artharthi. He wants desire of wealth. Okay. Then comes the next example. You see, Sugriv is there. He is meeting Lord Ram. His brother was Sugriv brother Bali. He was disturbing his brother Sugriv, and he was in disturbed condition. And he met Lord Ram, and Lord Ram helped him. Okay. So what is the example? Artharthi, Jigyasu, Yani. Which one? Earth. Okay. Earth. That is in distress condition. So he was in distress condition. Fourth, the last one. These are the, so one side you can see a sage is sitting. The sage is Suta Goswami. Okay. He heard the Bhagavatam stories from the Sukadeva Goswami in the above picture. So above picture, many Rishi Munis are sitting. Suta Goswami is also sitting in that. So, so come to the last slide, the picture. There, Suta Goswami is sitting in one place, and that place is called Naimisharanya, and there many Rishi Munis has accumulated. Okay, they want to hear the story of Bhagavatam from the Suta Goswami. What happened to the Maharaj Parikshit? Why the story of Bhagavatam was being spoken? What was spoken? Okay, so those things were discussed on the place called Naimisharanya, and Suta Goswami was giving this knowledge to the Jnani people. Okay, so which example is this? Inquisitive or Jnani, both you can say. Okay, both you can say. So you see, everyone, piety is there beforehand. Okay, so without piousness, 4 types of people. If the person is not pious and in distress, he is in distress. So what he will do? Okay, I'm not pious, I'm in distress. What I will do? Let's drink. Okay, let's drink alcohol. So that is the problem will happen when we are not pious, and then we are in distress, then that will happen. Okay, so like if a person is not pious and is desire of wealth, he wants desire of wealth, so he will start doing sinful activity. He'll do every sinful activity to fulfill the desire of his wealth. Okay, so the thing is, these 4 qualities are required, but most important quality is that piousness should be there. So we should be living the pious life. That is the most important thing we should have. Okay, so that is the thing required, piousness. Okay, so that is the thing. So that was the end of the class from my side today. Okay, so I'll unmute every person to chant with me once. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Okay. So now we came to the question and answer session. So if you have any question, you can ask in the chat box. We'll take up the question and answer. Prabhuji, why Sri Krishna created this Maya? So actually, this is a very nice question. Why this material world is created? Why? What is the meaning of this material? Why this material world is created? Why we sent here? Okay. So very nice question is there. Okay. So we'll discuss this question when we discuss the Goloka chart. Okay. We understand the material world first. We understand the spiritual world. Okay. The glimpse I'll tell you, or I will tell you tomorrow when I'll discuss the spiritual world and a little bit of material world. I'll tell at that time why this material world is created, why we are here. Okay. So what is the meaning of these things? So we'll understand tomorrow. Okay. Prabhuji, who are the demigods? So actually, the thing is, this material creation is very, very big. Like a office is there. Okay. So in office there will be a boss will be there, and other than the boss, there will be people who are working for the boss. Okay, who is maintaining the company, who is running over the company, and they're like they're representative of the for the company, for the other people who are outside. Okay, representative of the company. So they're the people who are working there. So similarly, this material world is very big. Material world, spiritual world, both world, very big world is there. Material world as well as spiritual world. So to run this, the Lord has his peoples. Okay, and those peoples are called demigods. Okay, so demigods are there. So actually, demigod concept the people think that there is only there are multi-god, many gods are there. Okay, actually that is not the correct way of understanding. The Shastra says that God is only one only, and there are many incarnations are there. So there are God is there, there are incarnations are, and there are Jeev Tattvas also there. Okay, so Vishnu Tattva is there, Jeev Tattva is there, then there Shakti Tattva is there. Shakti Tattva means the Radharani Tattva, the Lakshmi Tattva, that is Shakti Tattva. So there are 5 Tattvas are there. One is called the Vishnu Tattva. Okay, so Vishnu Tattva is there, like Vishnu ji is there, Ram ji is there, and the Krishna is there. So these are called Vishnu Tattva. Okay, and then apart from that is called Shakti Tattva, like Radharani is there, Lakshmi ji is there. So these are called Shakti Tattva. Then there is called the Jeev Tattva. The living entities are called the Jeev Tattva. Okay, and at last is called the Jad Tattva. This material nature is called Jad Tattva. And between the Jeev Tattva and the Vishnu Tattva, there is Shiv Tattva. Okay, so actually there are 5 Tattva, and this is a very complex topic. Okay, the demigods comes under the Jeev Tattva, and Shivji has a spatial Tattva, that is called Shiv Tattva. Very spatial Tattva is between the Vishnu Tattva and the Jeev Tattva. So Vishnu, that is very spatial condition. Okay, so we'll understand this when we try to understand the Goloka chart. Okay, in this on the Goloka chart we'll understand that. So the demigods are actually the Jeev Tattva only, and they have been given spatial position by the Lord. Okay, like Indra Devi is there, Vayu Devi is there, Sun God is there. Okay, Saraswati Ma is there. So these are the spatial departments given by the Lord to take care of the department. Like Vayu Devi will be taking the Vayu department. Okay, and the Varun Devi will be taking the different department. Indra Devi will be taking different department. Saraswati Ma will be taking different department. Okay, so different departments are there, but actually they are Jeev Tattva. As Shivji has spatial condition, we'll understand this. Actually, these are very complex and understanding. We'll try to understand when we discuss the Goloka chart. Okay, so that is the thing we'll discuss then. The little bit I told you now only. So why demigods are created when Sri Krishna is the Supreme Lord? And intelligent people should follow him only, then why demigods are created by Krishna? So actually there are many classes of people. Every person is not an equal level. If you go to a school, some person will win first class, some people win the second class, some people in third class, some people fourth class, 5 class, 6 class, like that. Okay. The people who are in this material world and the Maya, okay, the 3 modes, Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamagun. And depending on the mode, they try to follow the Lord. Okay. So based on that, many people try to follow the demigods also. Okay. So that is the thing. So whatever understanding a person has, based on that, the person follow the demigods. Okay. So that is the thing. Some people, 3 classes are there: Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamagun. The people in the modes. Okay. So based on that, people follow. Next question, Simran Mataji asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a major doubt in today's session. That is, we know that the Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are the main gods. So actually, this is wrong concept. Brahma is actually the Jiva Tattva only. Vishnu is Vishnu Tattva, and Shiv is the Shiva Tattva. Okay, these 3 are actually the different Tattva. These 3 Tattva are actually totally different. Okay, and when we hear from outside world, okay, when we hear from outside world, we make it bewildered. Okay, so like the Shastra, many people you find that Shastra, they neglect the Shastra. Half of the people, they will be neglecting the Shastra only. Some people, they will follow the Shastra, some rules and regulation of the Shastra. Some people will be following the Shastra for the devotion. So the many kinds of people are there. Okay, when we hear from them and we try to understand, then we will get bewildered. We may think that there are so many koti Devi Devatas are there. So many gods are there. Who to follow? We get bewildered. If you follow this, if you follow Ganesha, other koti demigods will feel bad, like that. Okay, so maybe we think like that. So the thing is, when we don't hear from bona fide authority, when we don't read the Shastra, then we may get bewildered. Okay, people outside world, they are thinking in materialistic term. Who can fulfill the desires? Okay, if the desires is fulfilled by any person, they will make that person as God. Even in South India, will come, you will find that many actors, cinema actors, they will have the temples. Okay, so like that. So the thing is, when we try to hear from the other authority, then you may get bewildered. So try to hear from the Bhagavad Gita, authorized sources, the learned person. Then you will be able to understand. So we have question from Simran Mataji. Let's understand the question, then see. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a major doubt in today's session. That is, we know that Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are the main gods, the Trimurti, and not the demigods, as you mentioned earlier. No, this is not the condition. Okay, these 3 are totally different tattva only. Okay, and not the demigods. Actually, Brahma is his demigod only. Shiva also comes the demigod, but with special condition. What is that condition? What is his position? We'll understand in Goloka chart. Okay. As you mentioned earlier, the Brahma and Shiva are demigods, but people who worship Shiva, in my knowledge, they don't have such material desires as the other gods. And God is as Saraswati for knowledge, Lakshmi for wealth. And also in Ramayana, we have learned that Ramji also was a devotee of Lord Shiva. He himself has mentioned that he worships Shiva as his Lord. When he be the demigod. So the thing is, yes, people consider this condition, and they ask this question that Lord Ram has worshipped Lord Shiva when he was in Rameshwaram. He was going to Sri Lanka for killing the Ravan. Okay. So, and the people think that Lord Shiva is the greatest Lord because Lord Ram has worshipped the Lord Shiva. So that is the thing. Next moment, we remember that the Bajrang Bali or the Hanumanji is incarnation of Lord Shiva only. Okay. So who is the devotee? Who is the Lord? So next moment we become bewildered. Okay. Because the Hanumanji is the incarnation of Lord Shiva only. Okay. So how can we understand this? That who is Lord, who is not the Lord? Okay. Shastra explains that Lord, Lord is devotee. Okay. That the relation between the Lord devotee is very nice, or very lovable, or very pure. Okay. So Lord Shiva, if you read the Bhagavatam, okay, about the Lord Shiva, about the different story of Lord Shiva, you'll come to understand that Lord Shiva also worshipped the Lord Vishnu only. Okay. he is glorifying the Vishnu only. The conversation between Lord Shiva and Parvati, if you understand, if you read, then you will come to know that Lord Shiva is asking Parvati that out of all the Aradhana or the worship, Lord Vishnu's Aradhana is best. Okay, that is what is there in the Bhagavatam. Many times, many instances are there like that. So how to understand this this condition where Lord Ram is worshipping Lord Shiva? Okay, so the thing is, Lord Ram is going to kill Ravan. Okay, and Ravan is the greatest devotee of Lord Shiva. Okay, so now the devotee, so Lord, obviously he is Lord, so he can kill Ravan or anyone. But the thing is, his pure devotee, his devotee is there, and he is called Shivaji is called perfect Vaishnava. Perfect Vaishnava. No Vaishnava is greater than him. Okay, no Vaishnava is greater than him, and that is his position. And when Vishnuji is going to kill Ravan, okay, then he is worshipping Lord Shiva because he is taking permission that I am going to kill your devotee. Okay, so that is the thing. That way we can understand. The next moment we see that Bajrang Bali is there. He only going and killing, taking part in burning the Lanka and everyone. He is serving Lord Ram. Okay, he is called greatest devotee of Lord Ram. Okay, so that is the thing. So this is the thing that everyone is, when Lord appears in this world, like Lord appears in this world as Lord Ram, then his devotees like Shankarji is also appearing in form of Hanuman. Okay, so thing is that like that. Okay, with Lord can worship anywhere, anything, anyone. Okay, with devotees there, the pastimes of Lord is completely different. You see, when his friend, Krishna's friend, the Sudama, came to his palace. Okay, Krishna is actually worshipping the Sudama. He was washing the feet of the Sudama. He was asking the Rukmani to do arti of the Sudama. He is actually worshipping the Sudama. If you see this condition, we may think that Sudama is God, because Lord himself is worshipping Sudama. Sudama is God. Okay, so thing is, we should not understand these things with our mental speculation that who is God based on this. And otherwise, we will worship tomorrow. We start worshipping the Sudama. Okay. So Lord and his devotees pastime is different. Okay, why this is happening? We should understand with the help of the Shastra or with the help of the senior devotees. Okay, otherwise we may get bewildered. Okay, so that is the thing. So about the Lord Shiva's position, actually Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, there is no difference. Okay, no difference. What is the difference? Very subtle difference is there, and that's why this tattva become different. What is the difference? So Lord Vishnu take incarnation in form of Shiva for the creation of this material world. How? You'll understand in the Goloka chart. Okay. So till that time, I'll ask you to wait. I think I'll explain in 10th chapter. Okay. Once you understand that, all the confusion will be cleared. Okay. The thing is, we hear from the bona fide authority. Materially, if we hear anything, we get bewildered. Okay. And Shivji is called greatest Vaishnava, and each position is completely different. He is the most or you can say highest of all the jiva, even greater than the jiva tattva, that is different tattva only. Actually, his position is completely very difficult to understand. Okay, because he is not jiva also, he is not Vishnu also, and his condition is in between. So what is that condition? We'll understand when we understand the Goloka chart. Okay, so now I will tell this only. So Suryakant Patnayak Prabhuji is asking, what is the importance of devotional service? Please explain in detail in the light of Jnana, Vigyan, Yoga. So the thing is, devotional service is the most important service. Okay. The thing is, Jnana, Vigyan, Yoga, why Krishna is explaining? Actually, unless and until Krishna explains, you won't be able to understand what is Krishna's position. No one knows about Krishna because Krishna is source of everything. Krishna shows that even this material world is made by me. Even the spiritual world is made by me. Even the jivas are made by me. Everything is made by me only. I am the creator. I am the maintainer. Everything is I am only. Okay. I am the strength in the strong person. If an intelligent person is there, who is representing the intelligence? Who is giving the intelligence in that intelligent person? I am giving. Okay. So the thing, these things are discussed in this chapter. Okay. So that is the thing. when we know that Krishna's supreme position, we ultimately comes to the devotional life. Okay, and 4 types of people Krishna described who can understand Krishna. Okay, who can surrender to Krishna. Understanding Krishna is very difficult. Surrender to Krishna, and for surrendering, piousness is very important. That Krishna discussed pious life. Okay, pious life in Kali Yuga, how to perform the pious life, how we can live the pious life. Okay, so there are 4 regulative principles, and then we'll discuss these 4 regulative principles later. But thing is, we should live a pious life and we should surrender to Krishna. How? By seeing Krishna everywhere. How we can see Krishna everywhere? Because Krishna is source of material as well as spiritual energy. Everything is Krishna. Okay, so these things are there. How can one develop devotion to God? Please explain in detail with example. With devotion to God is first thing is, we should be associating with the devotee. Otherwise, steps are there. Okay, Gyan is there. Okay, then Dhyan is there. Karma Yoga is there. First is Karma Yoga, then Gyan Yoga, then Dhyan Yoga, and then Bhakti Yoga. Or you come in connection with a devotee, or you come in a connection of a Bhakti Yogi. Then you will directly, you are in Bhakti Yoga. So that is called association. When we associate with the Bhakti, will become Bhakti. Okay, like that. So that is the thing. So association is the first thing. Second thing is book reading. B part. C is the chanting, and D for devotion or the diet part. So thing is how to develop devotion. These are the starting thing. Okay, and everything is practical. All the 4 things which I told, everything is practical. Okay, so we should follow those things. That is the thing. Will parents, soulmate, relative, and friends be with us in next life and after moksha? No, this is not the proper understanding. They won't be with us. Okay, the thing is that the relation we make in this material world are just like 2 wood logs are there which are in water. Sometimes they will come in contact, sometimes they will go away, and the other times will come in contact with other wood logs. Okay, like that. So this material world is like that. Okay, we won't be our parents in the previous life were different. Our soulmates in the previous life will be different. Who knows? We are in this material body, in human form of life, or the animal form of life, or which form of life. Okay, so the thing is like that. So these things are not permanent. The relation in this material worlds are not permanent. Parents, soulmate, relative, friends, these are not permanent. Okay, and even after next life or a moksha, they won't be there. Okay, so that is the thing. Let's see, any other questions are there? We already have 10 minutes late. So if you don't have question, we'll or 6 minutes late. So if you don't have question, we finish the session. Okay. No question. Okay. So we'll finish the session then. Okay. We'll meet tomorrow again. Tomorrow is 8th chapter, very important chapter. Very important chapter. Okay. So how to live the life, how to live, art of living this body. Okay. So that Krishna discuss in the next chapter, very important chapter. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll try to understand. Okay. So Alka Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji, when you leave, you will have to leave in the meeting, like that you will have to do. Okay, because you are host. So in the meeting will be there. The red button leave is there, no Mataji? So because you are host, you will be leaving. Okay. Yes, Mataji. So just every devotee. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhavevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Yes, Alka Mataji. In the meeting.